Thank you. Good luck.
No problem. Thank you.
Gary, you did play a manager at one point, didn't you, for Newmarket? Did you play?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What was that like?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I was still early 30s at the time, I suppose, and I didn't really want to give it up. But we had it was less serious because you couldn't really go anywhere. It was the old Eastern Counties League, and that was the highest point of that particular pyramid. So it was a group of lads that enjoyed playing football, and we enjoyed living in that area, and there was a lot of people that were jockeys as well. So I was one of the tallest, which was good. You know that. They weren't all jockeys, although there was a couple that played. And we weren't a bad team. We won the Suffolk Cup, and we had teams like Sudbury and Galston and Felixstowe and those sort of teams. So that was an enjoyable time because you didn't have you people every week with cameras in your face telling you how you should play.
Yeah, it's pretty rare now, isn't it? Because especially at higher level, because it's such a demanding job, isn't it? You can't really do both properly, or it's very difficult to do both properly.
No, it's very, very difficult to do both because you've got to make sure, even at that level that we was at, you had to make sure that you led by example, because it was no use having a stinker yourself and then coming in at the end of the game and slaughtering everyone. It looks like you've deflected the blame, sort of thing, So no, it's a difficult job, and I'm sure Kevin Nolan will see it as he's now getting into his management career as opposed to his ending his football career.
Yeah, you've probably got good options in every position now, but how pleased have you been with Jack Bartram's performances since Alex Pike's been ill? Because he's probably one that's come from nowhere, really, hasn't he? And the way he played at Luton with the goal, and he's filled in well, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, he's fit. Well, they don't really fill in. I don't like to sort of say that. We're a squad, and I know my players, of course, so I know when they're right and when they're not right for whatever reason, mentally, physically, psychologically, however it is. And if they're ready, if I feel that the ones that are ready, I try and make sure that they get their games. The ones that are not getting their games are the ones that I'm feeling are not quite ready. And we have to work with them and try hard and get them extra games. Like we played some behind closed doors games to make sure that they get their match practice when there's not the reserve league games, and that's how we do it. So the ones that are ready, I'm happy to bring in, and then sometimes you have to, with some, just leave them out, bring someone else in to make sure the squad is getting enough games for when you've got to have a 15-man squad that are all match fit.
Yeah. When Dan Holman scored that goal against Crewe, I think everyone thought that's what he was doing every week last season. Everyone thought he was back, and then he had the setback. Do you think he's nearly there again now? Because he's obviously playing again.
I think he's still got a little bit more to do. I think he will see that as well, and we're working with him in training. It's just getting your timing back, getting your athleticism back. Because even though he's a very good striker that gets into good positions, when we get into good positions, he's also got to do the other part of the other 2/3 of the pitch, where you've got to keep possession, you've got to go and win tackles, you've got to go and win headers, you've got to put other people in, you've got to make runs for other people. It's that whole game hasn't quite come back yet, but I don't think he's far away. So any moment it'll click with him, and you go, thank Christ for that. There's another 15 goals between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, just finally, Gary said during January that with all the new players coming in, there might be some players that want to go if they don't think they're going to get a look in. But there's probably not that many players in that position. But has anyone said anything? Do you think anyone will go now?
I don't think they will. I've spoke to all of the ones that are not getting games, and told them that at the moment they're part of my plans unless something else happens. They will know what they've got to do to take somebody's place in the first team away, and that's what they got. That's why we play the games like we played Bristol City in the week, really just to see where these players are in their physical and mental states. And if I feel that they're worthy of a first team spot, then of course they'll be in that. But I'm having to leave people off the bench at the moment. What I will do this week, because we've got most of our injuries back. So that's when it becomes difficult, when somebody's not involved at the weekend for whatever reason. And yeah, that's a difficult job for the manager as well then to tell them that actually this week you're not involved.
Cheers, Gary.
No problem.
Thanks a lot.